Big is better. Go extra large. It can never be too big. You need big fries, you need big burgers, you need big TV screens, big cars, and of course watches, they need to be big. So let's just have a big 45mm watch. Or maybe we can go smaller, we can go slimmer, we can go more classy. Tissot recently released a new 35mm version of the very popular sports watch, the PRX Powermatic 80, and I have the new 35mm in green with me here on Time and Crown channel. If you want all the details and all the history about Tissot and the Tissot PRX watch, please go and watch the review I did of the PRX 40mm version, the ice blue dial color. I'm leaving a link down in the description or up in the right hand corner right now. Also, you will here on the channel Time and Crown find a comparison between the 35mm version here and the 40mm version here. All the details, all the comparison, click the link up in the right hand corner now or down in the description. So what is so different about this new PRX in 35mm? Of course it is the size. I think it's a very bold and brave move from Tissot to actually downsize a watch from 40mm down to 35mm. It is not very common to see these small watches, and this is of course a perfect unisex option if your wife is interested in this watch, or if you have a smaller wrist and definitely will think that the 40mm version, which wears much bigger than a 40mm watch, then you can definitely look into this 35mm watch here. So all the specifications are the same except for the size. So you get the Clou de Paris dial, this nice beautiful textured dial. This is the green version. You get this PRX Back to the Future font at 6 o'clock, Powermatic 80 and Swiss made at 6 o'clock as well. Tissot 1853, which is the year that the Swiss brand, which is now owned by Swatch Group, was founded. Then of course you get these simple sword or baton style hands and a very simple needle pin style second hand. You get the small, very classy hour markings filled with lume, and let's just have the lume shot, so Swiss Super Luminova. Because the indices and the hands aren't too big, I'm not super happy with the overall lume performance of this 35mm. I wasn't too happy with the 40mm, but it is better than this one, and that is of course because the dial is bigger. You can apply more lume to the indices, to the hands on the bigger version. Then the whole watch is made in 316L stainless steel, very nicely polished bezel, nice brushing on the sides, and a nice polished chamfering from end to end on the case. This very flat case which is brushed on top also. Brushed bracelet with the nice play with the light, as you can see. And also a really nice detail is that you get these inner links here polished. Really classy move. This watch is priced at around $900 US, so that's a pretty nice thing that you get this kind of finishing on the bracelet. Butterfly clasp, Tissot 1853, open with the 2 push button release. Here you see the Powermatic 80 movement. This is a Swiss made automatic movement with 80 hours of power reserve. It beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. The accuracy on this one is between -2 and -6. It's pretty interesting because I also got deviance in minus for the 40mm version, but it's nothing too bad. Also these nice easy removal pins here. I will believe that they actually will release both leather straps and rubber straps for this watch if you don't like the bracelet or you want some extra additional straps to change. Push-pull crown, hacking manual winding, 100 meters of war resistance. So the size, it is 35.5 millimeters to my measurement. Then you get 11.2 millimeters in thickness. You get 44.5 millimeters lock tip to lock tip, and that is including these very masculine endlings here. Really grows out of the case. And then you get a 24mm case size here. It tapers all the way down to 16mm on this integrated bracelet, which is super hot these days. So let's just talk a little about the dial, because I'm very kind of mesmerized by this green dial because I really like this dark racing green color that Tissot chose for this dial. You can find other color variations. You can have a look at Tissot's website. I'm leaving a link to the website down in the description of this video. But in different lighting situations, you get a really nice play with the light. In darker light, it becomes almost black. In stronger light, like this studio light, it becomes this very vibrant green, but not too cheesy, or it doesn't look like a toy. It really is just this beautiful subtle play on this Clou de Paris sunburst dial here, beautifully made. Now on my 17.5 centimeter wrist circumference, I must say this watch, it simply just wears a bit too small for me. Maybe 37 millimeters would have been the perfect size. It's not like it's crazy small, like I'm wearing a child's watch or anything like that. For my personal taste, it's just too small. But if you have a wrist size smaller than 17, maybe 16 centimeters and downwards, I think this could be a really cool option for you. Again, I'm very happy with Tissot that they're actually doing this. I think it's a kind of brave move these days where everything has to be really big. But we do see in the watch industry that watch companies, they are downsizing watches. So all in all, I'm very happy with this watch. It really looks great. It feels great on the wrist. And for less than $1,000, I think it's a steal, this watch from Tissot. So I hope you enjoyed the full review of the Tissot 35mm PRX Powermatic 80. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Visit Tissot, see all the other videos and follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and visit my website timeandcrown.dk. Thank you, bye.